Hello, it's Empress LuxAse. This is the Lemuel Plummer, his 2026 predictions, the CEO for Zeus Network. So I am going to do two separate videos, tarot, and then his astrology too. So I'm trying to figure out, should I start with tarot? I'm going to start with tarot. So he's the CEO, co-CEO of Zeus Network, the U.S.-based subscription streaming service founded in 2008. His name is Lemuel Plummer. He has a really old name. Now, I almost wanted to do a whole video, but I'm just going to split it up. He's born April 10th, 1986. Goodness, he's only 86. He's not that old. In Detroit, Aries. So he's a whore. Just based off of that. Now, based on key planetary transits to his natal chart, I'll discuss that on the astrology portion. It's loosely based, but I'm gonna say the major themes I'm seeing off of his transits is his leadership being tested, a public image revamp, which that's been coming out in the member section of YouTube, him having power struggles and breakthroughs, and also creative empire expansion. Now let's go to the tarot, because I didn't want to do, I don't know, it's like 30-minute readings. I don't know if some of you guys don't like that. For the tarot, starting off with January to March of next year. So I had to try to do this organized. Big shakeup. He got the Tower. So the Tower for me is, oops, something unexpectedly happening. So I'm getting a big shakeup. This could be possibly a crisis, something public or financial, that will force him to restructure something. So if you've been following me on the member section of my YouTube channel, I keep saying, I feel like there's going to be a pause, a stop. There's a need for them to rebrand. Still picking up that something major, like restructure something from the ground up. This could be possibly maybe even a betrayal or backlash from within his circle, or his ego being checked. Now, to tie in astrology with that particular tarot card would be the Pluto Aquarius squaring plus his Saturn Pisces. So this is giving me, Lemmy, your karma is going to be real. So what I would say, don't he shouldn't resist that. Don't resist the collapse. Like, let what's false, fake, fall, and reinvention will start within the tower, within the collapse. That's what I would say. Don't resist it. I'm just seeing a lot of karma playing out for people. So I think I've said this a few times. If you were good, you're gonna get some good energy. If you were bad, you're gonna get some bad energy. And he got Lemmy. Put your boots on. He has some karma coming his way, and I almost feel like it's gonna start this year. Now moving on to, so that was like the first quarter period, January, March of 2026. So the second card I pulled was the Magician, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is going to be, I'm going to say, the period between April and June of next year. So this gives me, the Magician is like someone manifesting something. This is also like possibly someone doing something spiritually. It's a powerful pivot for him. He could reclaim some sort of control. Like, this could be maybe some sort of new content he rolls out, or he has like some sort of power move to show who he is, his leadership. But at the same time, he's being watched closely. Now, to tie in astrology with that is his Jupiter will be trining his Aries sun. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna just stick with her. A lot of charm. Aries placements are charming, whether you like them or not. So during that period, he could have a surge with his charisma, and this could help him connect with the audience. So I'm gonna say it is giving. He's gonna try to use every tool, like media, his charm, his connections. I would say use it wisely, speak his truth, and back it up with authenticity and be real. 2026 is all about be real. Be real, my G. Now, the third quarter, July to September, I got the Seven of Swords. I don't like the Seven of Swords. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's very sneaky energy. Someone up to something, or at the very least, someone thinking strategically. So either he's going to be pulling screens behind the scenes, or others are trying to take something from him. It's a very let me sneak it back. Let me see if I could take something and get away with it. So it's giving somebody trying to do something sneaky. So this could be him trying to take something from someone else, or vice versa. This could be ideas, credit, money, whatever would be worth something. This could also be lawsuits or shady contracts. Now, to tie in astrology with that particular card would be Uranus and Taurus, which is instability in finances or IP ownership. So, I would say he needs to keep his circle tight, because it's giving he may have some snakes around him, or he could be a snake. Now, I almost feel like he's going to lawyer up, or he's going to need to. Like, no more verbal agreements. Everything needs to be in writing. Now, the fourth quarter, this is October to December. I got the death card, Scorpio energy, which is Scorpio season is October, November. That's transition. That's come out alive with the Zeus readings. This is transitions, endings. Sometimes it could be. I'm going to stick with transition and transformation. That's what I'm going to stick to. So this could be a total brand or identity transformation. I hope this isn't a physical death. Lemmy may step back from the spotlight, or restructure Zeus, or hand off power, and it may just be temporarily. Now, to tie in astrology that is around that period is an eclipse season, plus heavy influence of Pluto. So this is ego death, rebirth energy, i.e. the death card. So this is like him needing to let go of the old version of him. The new Lemmy will probably be more spiritually aware or publicly respected. Now, I'm going to say his legacy is going to be built on ratings. It's going to be built on how he evolves. So just looking at his cards, he's being asked to level up from Zeus Network TV mogul to like someone more visionary, like a visionary cultural figure. But he has to drop the mask. Like, I don't think anyone knows who he truly is except him. Now, this wasn't what I also wanted to see what's going on with Zeus Network, and I felt like I was gonna I should put it in with his reading. So with Zeus Network, will Zeus Network thrive in 2026? That's why I want to ask Spirit, and I got the Six of Wands reversed. So there's something around blockages and delays, a possible fall from grace, or them temporary losing public favor. There could be some projects that flop or backfire due to overexposure or a lack of authenticity. I keep getting what's real and what's fake with this in this particular reading, but I don't get it'll be the end. It just feels like a moment of reckoning for Zeus Network. Now there is a recovery path. They could shift maybe toward storytelling with more emotional, spiritual resonance. So that makes me think of Krishan Rock. She's supposed to have a show. It was supposed to be a couple months ago, God's Plan, but it gives me something like that. Or a spotlight on new voices, especially women or queer creators, like the LGBTQT people, to try to connect more so with the audience, to give a different side of Zeus Network, and also invest in longer form docs or redemption, like trying to get their fan bases back, and they may do documentaries or something different. Now, getting back to Lemmy, I did pull 3 more cards for his love life, spirituality, and like his overall legacy, 2026 and beyond. I just was being nosy. You didn't ask that. Now, his love life, he got the Lovers reversed. This is disconnection, difficult choices, a breakup, betrayal, a karmic soul tie, you name it. So his romantic relationships may suffer from trust issues. We know Lemmy keeps a few on the side. This also highlights him having emotional immaturity or constant work distractions, or the relationships just not being emotionally mature. I'm going to say this, he could be with someone for image or comfort, but he's not aligned with this person, not deeply. Or maybe like someone from the past returns that will cause him temptation or confusion. Now, I'm going to say I hope he chooses love from the soul and not status, and be honest with himself and others. Yeah. Now, spirituality, he has the Hermit. I don't know why I've been getting a lot of heavy spiritual energy with the Zeus readings. The Hermit is Virgo energy. It's like a powerful inner awakening. You're contemplating. You're going within. It's also ghosting energy, too. He actually, I don't know why I keep getting, he may pull back from the public to reconnect with something or someone deeper. There may be something around him, you know, having therapy or traveling or spiritually studying. He's being called to heal his inner child and develop emotional wisdom. Because I think he may have had some unhealed stuff from childhood. So it's giving, stop chasing noise, go inward. This is where his real empire will begin once he does that. Now, does he have a legacy beyond 2026? I got the King of Pentacles upright, so I'm not gonna lie. It's giving, definitely he's gonna level up. King of Pentacles is big boss energy, wealth, stability, respect, long-term influence is very possible. But he's gonna have to shift towards wisdom-based leaderships from like, you know, the Zeus Network boss to thinking, being more of a visionary when it comes to media. So he could become maybe a mentor, investor, or a founder, like some sort of another media empire, one that will help others rise instead of exploiting conflict like Zeus Network. So it's giving he's gonna need to protect his name, or that's what he's gonna do. Long after the views fade, his impact will still remain based on that card. Now, he actually may become more than just Zeus Network CEO. He could I feel like he's supposed to be doing more than that. Like, he's supposed to be a mirror. He needs to clean the mirror and face it, then it'll shine like hell. So that's what I have. Now I'm gonna move on to the astrology. I just want to split it up so it's not so much and it doesn't get confusing.